Hey everyone, it's Joe, the 50-something Dasher, and in today's video, I wanted to talk about this new gadget, new technology, whatever, that I just learned about just a few days ago. I jumped on a live stream on YouTube where they were talking about this, and I thought it was just kind of interesting. And I had some initial thoughts about this and wanted to do a reaction video. But if you're not already aware, there is this it's called a SmartScale. And I don't really know a whole lot about it. I tried to do some research last night, and really all I could find was just what's available, the little bit that is available on social media. I didn't find anything like on the DoorDash website, or which kind of leads me to think that maybe this is not a DoorDash technology, because if it was, why wouldn't there be some announcement or something of some kind on their website somewhere? Hey, we got this new smart scale thing. We're going to be rolling it out, and it's going to do this, this, and this, and this to help us out. Or what? But I don't see anything on the DoorDash website. Comment below if you've able to find more information somewhere, like on the DoorDash side, or I don't know. So I'm thinking that this is probably like a something that the merchants have come out with, or maybe somebody else. But it's a scale, from what I understand, it's like a small scale about the size of like an iPad, a tablet, whatever. And I've only read about this being used at Wendy's, the little bit I've read online. And I don't know, like, Wendy's in like which states or which markets. I'm not really sure. Um, but supposedly, how this thing works is an order is placed, and before the order can be given to the driver, it gets placed on this scale, and this scale is able to knows how much like everything in an order is supposed to weigh, even down to the weight of the sack that the food goes into, the weight of the, like if they ordered a drink, how much the straw weighs. You put like six ketchup packets in the bag, it should know how much six ketchup packet weighs. That, all that type of thing. And so I just had some kind of like initial thoughts about this. Number one is, the thing cannot be like absolutely, like, it can't be accurate down to like the hundredths of an ounce or anything like that, because one of the very first things that came to my mind is French fries. So I could kind of see, like, at a Wendy's, like all Dave singles, the single cheeseburger, all of those weighing the exact same amount. I could kind of get that, but orders of French fries, we all know that it's a different amount of fries just about every time. And I don't care what size fries you get, small, medium, or large, but sometimes you're going to get them, and that container is going to be maybe not full all the way. Sometimes it's going to be full. Sometimes you get those containers and they're too full, and there's like, I've seen on some of the orders I've done for Five Guys, they put more fries in the bottom of the sack than they do in the actual container itself. So that's the thing. There has to be some kind of range that an order has to be in. There's just no way that it can be, as far as I'm concerned, like a very specific weight down to like a thousandth of an ounce. I just don't see it. Um, Second thing that came to mind about this. Well, but okay, I actually kind of like three things. The second thing here is I, from different like Reddit posts and things that I was reading, drivers that have DoorDash drivers that have gone to pick up orders where this smart scale is used. A complaint is that it increased the wait time, and they can see that an order is done, but they gotta wait for, now they gotta mess around for the staff has to put it on this scale and mess with that and yada yada. And I haven't seen it firsthand yet, so I don't know how many steps to the process this is or how long it takes, but I do know that was kind of like a complaint of some drivers out there. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think it really affects me much at all, because I'm just, in most cases, most of your like run of the mill pickup orders that are like less than $7 on the payout. I'm doing my 10-minute draw, or I'm waiting 10 minutes, and if I don't have the order in 10 minutes, I'm dropping. So I don't care if they have to put stickers on the bag, or if they have to weigh it, or if they have to take a selfie picture with it, or do this or that, or whatever you got to do with an order. It doesn't change the fact that I either get my order within 10 minutes or I don't get it within 10 minutes and I'm dropping it. So to be honest, as far as that aspect of it goes, I really don't care. That's just me personally. Um, and the third thing here is, one thing I thought about is, okay, so there's three pieces to the chain here. You've got, first of all, you've got the merchant. That's number one. Then you got the DoorDash driver and the customer. Okay, three links to the chain. Now, by weighing this food, and let's say, okay, you set the order on the scale and it weighs it and it's the correct weight, and we're good to go. Okay. Well, as far as I see it, all that is doing is just taking the whatever, I don't know what word I'm looking for here, the liability or the responsibility or whatever, or the taking the blame off of the restaurant if there's an issue. That's all that's doing. Because yeah, you can set an order on there and it says, okay, yeah, everything's here in this order and it's 100% perfect. The smart scale checked it and it's good to go. Okay, well, that's not going to stop, some unscrupulous dashers from stealing some of that order after they get out to the car with it. That kind of thing is, it sucks that that kind of thing has to go exist, in the delivery driving world, but that's just the way it is. You're going to have that. So that's going to continue to happen. And you're going to have the shady, opportunistic customers that are going to continue to, even though they get an order that's 100% accurate, they're still going to, like, just to get a discount on the order or free food or whatever, they're going to report missing items even though they got the items. So as shameful as it is. Um, so the so all we know is that we can't blame the restaurant, and so it has to be, so it was put on the scale. The scale said it was correct, so they can't blame the restaurant. We know it's not them. And so now that's all that does. That's all the smart scale does, is resolve the restaurant. It's not any kind of solution to anything or fixing any problem, because something was still reported missing, And it could have been the DoorDash driver that took it, or it could have been, an opportunistic customer trying to report something missing when it wasn't missing. And you can't really, it could be either part of the chain, and you can't prove one way or the other which one it was that's being dishonest. Um, so that's my thoughts about this for whatever it's worth. Like I said, I haven't been on a dash since I found out about this. It'll be interesting to see if, because I have, if it is just a Wendy's thing, I have two Wendy's in my zone that I pick up from. And next week, if I do any dashing and get any Wendy's orders, I'll be curious to see if this SmartScale is at either of those locations. But let me know what you guys think about this. Have you heard about this before? Have you had any experience with it, or what do you guys think? Is this really even much to do of anything at all? I mean, is it just some kind of just some stupid thing, and it is what it is, and I don't know. You guys tell me. And if anybody finds any additional information or more about this, I don't know. I'd be kind of curious to see it. But anyway, that is all I have for now. As always, make sure to drive safe out there. Thanks so much for watching this video, and we'll catch you next time.